Your host, DJ is, along with my beautiful, lovely host, Miss Cloie. Say what's up, girl.
Hey guys, happy Monday.
Look how fancy you look, bro. What you got up for the weekend?
I have been filming. I had a show. It's open now. I've also started filming some teaser stuff and preliminary stuff for a movie that I'm going to be working on a little bit or in 2017. God, we're almost in 2017.
I know it's coming up shortly. So you were grinding on the weekend like always. I was too.
Always.
Right on, right on.
How was your weekend?
My weekend, like I always say, is never long enough. If the weekend could be like at least 3 or 4 days, I think that'd be enough time to kind of gas up and rev up for the week ahead. But what can I say? We're here at 11 a.m. as we always are. And just excited. We got some great things that we're going to talk about on today's show. Some great new opportunities, which I'm excited about. And also, too, Cloie, I want to make sure that we shout out Cool J Love Music for that top intro piece that we continue to ride with and support. And also, too, for our viewers, we want to encourage you guys, if you guys got music, film, resumes, Cloie, where can they send this at so we can kind of just keep up with them?
Please, guys, we want to hear from you. You can send all of your goodies to us at connected@rrfedu.com.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah. You can also find us on social media.
Yep. You can find us at Is Connected. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And it's a great way for you guys to kind of keep up with mine and Chloe's day-to-day movement and everything we're doing. Lots of exciting things. Also, too, for those of you who are just tuning in, you can definitely sign up and catch us at www.rrfedu.com/connected. So make sure you're tuning in by now, because I believe we got some faithfuls that consistently show up, like my man Cats. Who else we got?
Yes.
We got a couple folks that are faithful.
Santa, Cool J Love. We've got just so many people.
So many people.
Just adore. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yes.
So thank you. Please continue. #ConnectedFaithfuls. If you're faithful and you know it, #ConnectedFaithfuls at Is Connected.
You look at Chloe with her melodic sentences.
So
Chloe, before we jump into these grind ops, I got an exciting week ahead of me. I'm getting ready to head out to North Dakota along with the White House and this arts program that they have. And I'm going to be stepping foot on a Native American reservation in a school called Middle Rock. And I'm going to spend the day with Dave Matthews. We're going to be talking about music, the art of songwriting, producing, and DJing. So I'm going to capture as much info, photos, footage that I can. And I'm going to be shooting it to you, Chloe, so you can kind of just, keep up to speed with what I got going. And make sure you send me some stuff too, Chloe, because I know you got to. This week is hectic for you. Yeah.
It's been crazy. Yeah. I'm going to throw some photos up now backstage and behind the scenes so that you can see my office, which you all think is just zippers. But really, my office is truly mobile and backstage and on set. So, yeah.
Right. You better tell them. So, Chloe, we're getting ready to shoot into these grind ops. What's something that we kind of like to tell them every show before we get into these grind ops with these details we got coming?
Absolutely. So, guys, you're going to want to get your pencils or your pens, your writing tablet, your electronic tablet, and your texting thumbs. And for this week, because of what we got coming to you that's oh so special, you might also want to grab your hustle appetite as well as your regular appetite. Just saying.
I like that. I like that. So for those of you that do have that hustle grind appetite, today is the first show where we introduce a culinary job for us, our aspiring chefs. And definitely shout out to Casa Schools, which is our culinary program in school that's come on board and just, has partnered with us in providing such wonderful, amazing jobs, again, in the field of culinary. So today we're going to feature our first culinary job. All right. So I hope we got some chefs tuning in. And if you've been tracking our social media, you know what was coming today. So I'm hoping that we got some viewers that are ready to tune in for this culinary grind up. So here we go, folks. This is a culinary field, personal chef, corporate professional seeking a personal chef to prepare meals for health reasons. And this is in Nashville, Tennessee. So check it out. He or she will be preparing meals using a 14-page ingredient list. Candidate must have at least 1 year of experience in the food industry. Candidate will be preparing meals once a week. He or she must be organized and time efficient. Now, we know being organized and time efficient is quality number one, right?
I mean, hashtag overperform.
Hashtag overperform. And another one, you know, I think anybody who's going to prepare a meal for me or you, Chloe, should at least have some cooking experience, right? Like
For sure.
Like, you'd be surprised,
And,
like folks. Well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, you'd be surprised, like folks can mess up a PB&J sandwich these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
here's the other thing that I will say too. When they, in this job description, when they say that he or she must be organized and time efficient, that is not a game when you are talking about people's food or people's money, right?
Yes, I agree.
Because don't let the hangries set in, because it's over.
Right.
It's over.
Right. And, you know, you'll be preparing meals once a week. So, you know, I'm assuming just by looking at, you know, the 14-page ingredient list that you'll have an array of meals that you can cook and prepare prior to each week. So this sounds like a cool, you know, really cool, fun experience. I mean, it's a corporate professional, you know, that can be anybody who's,
that could be the White House. Could be the White House.
You know, that could be
celebrity.
A celebrity. I mean, a big time producer. And it's for health reasons, you know, and everybody seems to be about like the health movement right now, you know, with being at the gym, yoga class, riding bikes, you know, hitting the treadmill. So
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the health movement right now?
Actually, I love it. I actually, within my busy schedule, I try to make it a point to at least play basketball twice a week. And
You're
you know,
so good.
As you get older, you know, the recovery time ain't no joke. Chloe. I get out of bed like, oh, dang, what happened? Who hit me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I bend too hard and get the flu.
Yeah, but you know, I've even gotten to the habit of having my meals prepared for my day. Cause you know, especially in our fields, Chloe, like I'll be in the studio, you know, you be in the studio for late hours. Before you know it, it's like 3 a.m. and you want like a burger or some pizza. And that's where, like, for me, that's where I get caught up. So like now that I'm able to kind of even get that in order, like my food and my food regimen, like it comes in handy. And then like for me, I know when I get past like my first 4 days, after that I'm cool. Like, it's not like I'll have a meal and then I'll be like, dang, I could sure go for like some pizza or a burger.
Yes.
Like, once I get my body routine going, I'm good. So, you know, this could be a really cool experience, especially for our aspiring chefs that love to cook, you know, because I think, you know, with all our Grind Opps, it really caters to people who are passionate, not just about the craft, but the opportunity. Yeah, exactly.
Craft. All of the puns. All of the puns.
Yeah, right. So again,
I do love craft services right quick. Craft services is one of my favorite places to be when I'm on set. Just saying.
Okay.
That's the food table.
Look at you telling all your secrets. So again, folks, that's in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. That is our first chef Grind Opp of the show. So definitely excited about that. Next Grind Opp is in the field of film. But before we get into that, before I forget, Chloe, there was a weekend ago where we got to go out to an event with Vintage Kings on Sunset, and we got to hang out with the Jam in the Van folks. And a couple of weeks ago, we interviewed an engineer by the name of Anthony, who kind of gave us just a overall idea of what happens in the Jam in the Van, from it being the only solar powered studio on wheels. You know, how many people can record at one time, how it works, the whole nine. And it was really.
And he's a Recording Connection alum too, to know that he's
one of our alumni. Absolutely came from the infrastructure of the Recording Connection, and it was good kind of just to see him in action. It was a little hot for us, you know. We was trying to get in the shade and just, you know, enjoy. But it was a really great experience, and we actually were able to capture some footage at this event. And before I go any further, Chloe, we want to take a moment to show them something we have from the vault that entails our Jam in the Van experience. Let's roll to the tape.
Love it.
We're hanging out with a homie of ours that actually got connected a couple weeks ago that we actually featured on our show, Connected, man. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, man.
Name's Anthony. I'm here with Jam in the Van and Vintage King Audio, LA.
And also an engineer that we featured on Connected a couple weeks ago, and we just kind of talked about the whole process and functionality of what this van actually is, man. You want to kind of fill them in on what the van actually does and the whole solar thing. And
Jam in the Van is the world's first solar-powered mobile recording studio. Everything that we use from all the equipment is all solar-powered, except for the driving. The only driving.
You don't drive solar? I'm sorry, I'm out.
Sorry, yeah.
that's it. We're done. Right?
Yeah. All right, let's go. That's it.
So, dude, I got just the most important question for this van right now. Is there any AC going on in there right now?
Yeah. Luckily, yeah.
So we're gonna get a chance to see you in your element in jamming in whilst jamming in the van.
That's right. Yep.
So break down for us real quick. There's drums in there right now. You got a live kit, guitar, bass. How many vocalists?
Depends on the band, but right now we just had 2. Usually have 3 or 4 vocals. We have a full kit, drum kit, a couple of amps.
Oh, how long did it take you to set up that process for the band?
Today it was about 45 minutes, an hour.
And what have you enjoyed the most being here today?
Here today is all the bands that we get to record. Everybody being here for this is my first time here, so pretty cool.
What'd you think? And shout out to Vintage King also. Too,
Seriously.
What do you think about Vintage King and just some of the gear they have in here? What's one of your favorite pieces or a piece of gear that you hope today as another piece of your arsenal as an engineer?
Probably the Audient console, the ASP 4816. That's what I want. As a console, yeah.
So not an API or a Neve or some Poltex or.
I want that Audient. That's what I want.
Man, you're on your way, bro.
Well, you're already stealing people's
grinder.
jobs. He's stealing people's jobs
He's
already.
people's
So
jobs.
like,
I mean, and this is a cat
tough work.
that got connected and who has gone from here, and he just keeps going, and that's usually how we like to see it go on a graph.
Yeah, yeah.
So there you have it, y'all, featuring my man Anthony with Connected. Catch you on the next one. Word. Yo, we had such a good time with Anthony. You know, it was cool just to see him in his element, just excited and passionate. And it was cool, man, to really see that van and how it functions, how they're able to squeeze all this gear in there. And I called it the what do I call it? Like the green room, where the after parties go down, was at the very back of the bus. And it was just cool. They had it down to a science is how I really liked it. Just from the tearing down, setting up. I mean, it was like some old assembly line type. Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to the Jam in the Van and Vintage Kings for having us out there. That was a great experience. And we had a lot of folks come out. A lot of we met a couple of bands that we actually got to interview. And it was just good. It was just a good environment and folks hanging and just putting out. So again, shout out to Anthony and Jam in the Van for having us. We're going to move into Grind Opp number 2, which is in the field of film, production assistance crew, Fox show series Empire. It's big show. Production assistants and crew for the upcoming season. Big show, definitely, Cloie. If you haven't tuned into Empire or really know what it's about, you should definitely check that out. Especially if you're an aspiring songwriter, producer, or artist or entrepreneur. Definitely check that out. And this Grind Opp is located in Chicago, Illinois. Again, this is in the field of film. Must have strong work ethic, critical thinking skills, and positive attitude. Responsibilities will include preparing paperwork, running errands, and working with creative and production teams as needed. Candidate will be working irregular hours for set. Yo, Cloie, what is give us an idea what irregular hours can look like.
Irregular hours, especially for crew, you figure you could be on set starting 6 or 7 a.m. depending on what your opening shots are, and you may not wrap until after midnight. And then another day you may not be on until 10, and then you're wrapped at 6 or 8. So it all depends on the shots and what you have to get done. So you got to be able to hang, especially as a PA.
Right.
First one's in, last one's out.
Right. Now, when it says including prepping paperwork, running errands, and working with creative and production teams, what do those things look like as far as preparing paperwork? What kind of paperwork necessary?
So We're talking about like your sign in and sign out sheets, which are super important because that's what gets reported to SAG-AFTRA, which is the guild and the union for actors, right? So you're getting people you making sure that people are getting paid and getting breaks as they're supposed to. For that, that's also what the crew, right? Crew paperwork. You're talking about also giving people call times in general, like people that maybe aren't coming into set. You're making the copies, you're printing out the set, you're getting it checked off by the right people, you're getting stuff for people that are already on set. I mean, that's not paperwork, that's like gopher kind of stuff. But giving people contracts, getting the contracts to the right, it's a lot of logistics and a lot of papers to get confused if you're not paying attention. Right.
And now, as far as working with creative and production teams, what are some of that? What does that look like? Just some of those, let's say, just as far as dealing with different personalities or just different people, if that, you know what I'm saying? Just teamwork. How does that work in that field?
Well, as a production assistant, literally you are the liaison between the backstage world or the crew and I hate to use the word talent because we're all talented, but the front of camera people, right? You are bridging that gap. That's probably the best and the most concise way to say it.
Gotcha.
You're the everyman. There we go.
Okay. Well, I mean, definitely, coming from a girl who's in it every single day, that's extremely helpful for our viewers, Cloie. Also, too, I mean, they talk about work ethic, critical thinking skills, and positive attitude. Now, just for you, Cloie, I mean, in a personal setting, right? I mean, for those days that might be challenging than others, or something's on your mind, or something's bothering you. When you get to work, what are some of the techniques you take on just to be in that environment and have a positive attitude and just to keep the game moving in a positive direction? How do you manage to do those things?
So I like to use an app called Simply Being. It's a meditation app, and you can do it for 5, 10, 15, and 20 minutes. And what I love about it is sometimes you don't have a lot of time. Maybe you were on set until God knows when, and you got to be back at, whatever time. I can just take 5 minutes, or if I'm going into an audition, I take those 5 minutes and I'll do like a guided meditation. And that gives me a chance to just center myself, and because I tend to spin out like, oh my God, and then it just brings you back to center and aligns you with yourself so that you can focus in and do the job at hand, as opposed to 50 million things and getting nothing accomplished. Right.
That's dope. And again, what's that app called, Cloie?
It's called Simply Being. I'm just gonna double check because I just know where it is. Yep, Simply Being. It is a paid app. It is definitely a paid app, but it's not like expensive.
Well, I mean, I look at those kind of things as just an investment. You're investing into your performance, your attitude, that benefit your workspace and the environment around you. So that's great. And again, folks, like 100%. Cloie said, this is a big opportunity because this is obviously, I mean, Empire, for those of you who do already know, what Empire is, what kind of show it is. It's been doing really great. So this is a great opportunity for you guys who are in film. Again, this is in Chicago, Illinois, okay? We're going to move on to Grind Opp number 3. Cloie, I'm going to let you have this one. This one is in the field of recording.
Love it.
Go ahead and kick it to them. Audio engineers.
Kicking it. Audio Engineers, it's a nonprofit organization that focuses on creating stories and songs for kids in need. It's seeking audio engineers in multiple cities, which is great. Shout out.
Wow, multiple cities. That's our first multiple cities. So guys, that can be LA, New York, Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, Texas, everywhere. So it could be a really great opportunity. Go ahead with the details.
Yeah. So the cities include Chicago, Milwaukee, Portland, San Francisco, Denver, Nashville, and Atlanta. All great, great cities. Nice. The candidate must have knowledge of music styles, artists, and songs. And he or she will be working independently with songwriters and producers to record songs within an allotted time. Time efficiency is a must.
Yeah.
I think that says it quite clearly.
Yeah, that says it quite definitely clearly. And I know for me, like I got a bunch of songwriters, producers, just friends that are always looking for different opportunities and just, you know, the regular, you know, rigmarole of making a beat or making songs. So, you know, being that this is creating stories and songs for kids, this could be a cool little creative outlet for our creators.
Yes.
That we both know. So definitely want to, you know, take advantage of this opportunity for those of you who are especially in Chicago, Milwaukee, Portland, Frisco, Denver, Nashville, and Atlanta, especially Atlanta. There's a lot of creativity going on in Atlanta. And this could be great for, you know,
and
go ahead there.
Well, the other thing is to go back to the kids thing, and that is it's not just kids, it's kids in need. So this is a great opportunity, yes, to take care of yourself and do what you need to do, and to also give back, because that is how we are of service to the world, is by giving back.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like to call that like community service. You know, it's something we all have to do. And the great thing is when you give, you open yourself up for more stuff to be received.
Right.
And I mean, that's for me, I know that's a principle that I continuously live by, is to give as much as I possibly can, whether it's information, education, time, and just believing in folks and inspiring. I think that's pretty much the basis of what we come to do here every day, Chloe, is just inspire, you know, make ourselves available and share the information. So another great opportunity, another great grind up for our audio engineers. Could be really cool, especially if you're in any of those cities. So definitely make sure you apply for that. Also, too, guys, make sure that you're clicking on that link on the right side of your screen. That is the only place you can apply for these jobs. And again, these jobs are only made available through Connected here. So make sure you apply for those jobs by clicking on that link. Moving into Grind Op number 4, this is in the field of film. Production assistance crew. Amazon series Patriot is seeking production assistance and crew for upcoming season. This is in Chicago, Illinois. Responsibilities will include lifting heavy equipment.
Booming today.
Yeah, Chicago's booming. Like Chicago's definitely in the house. So make sure, you know, all our Chicago nights are here with us. But duties will include lifting heavy equipment, building sets, lighting, and additional paperwork that may be needed. Candidate must be able to work in a fast-paced environment. He or she must be available to work irregular hours. And the cool thing, Chloe, already touched on, you know, what irregular hours look like. Definitely ain't no 8 to 5 at home before traffic. Yeah, that's out of the question. So it is
for an organized lunch break and all of that, then you are looking at the wrong thing.
Right. And again, folks, this is a fast-paced environment. And, you know, in these roads, fast-paced means like it's literally nonstop. You might be hungry, you might be tired, you got to keep up, okay? Because everybody's usually used to this pace in this road, right, Chloe? I'm sure when you get in the zone, Chloe, it's like you like on the go, right?
Forget it. Tunnel vision. Yeah. It's tunnel vision. It's like if you need me, this is how the best way to reach me, and I will do my very best. It's tunnel vision. Right.
Now, what are some of the things you see as far as, let's say, like it says, lifting heavy equipment? What are some of those things you see on the equipment side that are heavy or massive or big? I mean, is it the cameras? Is it cranes?
Oh, the cameras. But you usually cannot touch a camera unless you are the director of photography.
Right.
Or like because it is all very. That's the great thing about set, is that it is generally everybody has the role that they play, and because of unions and whatnot, you don't really go outside of that lane, right?
I got you. That's great to know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But no, I will say that those cables, those coils of cables, are heavy as
right.
Not
like
a game.
Spaghetti. Now, as far as like building sets, I'm sure you've seen like sets being built in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They knock those things out so quick, and they look like they look incredible, right? I've seen some amazing sets built, and I'm just like, they did it in like a week, like a massive set with water tanks and the whole nine.
Yes, it's crazy too. Like in the middle of a shoot, right? Because they have to do what they call coverage, which is, say that you and I are in a shoot, When we do your close-up, now we need to turn what they call turn around to do my close-up, right? But they got to get the lighting and the this and the that just right. So they will open, it's like on a sound stage, you know, as opposed to like being on location somewhere. You're watching them in a matter of 15 minutes, breaking apart this set so that they can change the light so that it can still look like exactly the time of day, the what, da-da-da-da-da-da. And now I'm perfectly lit for my close-up. It is insane.
Wow, that's dope. That's
like
dope.
A village of ants just working together.
Right. And it also mentions additional paperwork that might be needed, and you were able to touch on that with the last Grind Op, and that's definitely good for them to know. I think most importantly, you know, obviously it's an Amazon series, Patriot.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that lends itself to a really great opportunity.
Yes.
And they're seeking production assistants and crew. So that's 2 slots that you could possibly fall into. So you definitely want to keep your mind open in that aspect, and also keep in mind that these could be irregular hours, you know. So if you're used to a little more traditional type of schedule, this might not work for you. Okay. And we like to always hashtag overperform.
Hashtag
never underperform.
I also want to say this really quickly too, in that it's for Amazon, right? So we're used to like this whole big network thing. We've got the ABC, NBC, CBS, like these are networks. And of course, cable side of it, you got HBO and all of this. But now there's the whole world that's being opened up with online programming, which this falls into. And the beauty of that is that there is now more opportunity, and it does not necessarily fit the form of what it once looked like. So when we talk about overperform, right? Get in there. But there's no right or wrong way to get in there. They need you. They need you. They need the manpower and woman power. So of all the unconventional ways, we were talking about this last week. If you know anybody that's anywhere close to it, just get in there and be of service.
Right. Now, Cloie, I saw something on you that you did. Was it a commercial? I think you were like, it looked like you were in a convenience store or something. You were in the aisle.
Oh, no, I totally was on TV this week.
Yeah, that was dope. Like, I saw it. Like, was that, now, what was the process on that? Like, as far as just the experience, like, kind of walk me through that. Just, because it looked hella cool, and you look super cute. So, yeah, I was like, that lucky dude just walked up on her, thinks he can just talk to my girl Cloie. So yeah, tell me about that.
Well, shout out to the amazing folks of the show Superstore, which is a hit, and it's back for, I believe, its 2nd season, and I've felt so blessed to be a part of it for one of their episodes. The process, it all happened very quickly. An audition. I don't even think I did a callback. I believe they cast off of tape, which is very popular right now. And then the set, this is a perfect example. It was on a soundstage, but they built a functional, like a Walmart. It's called Cloud 9.
That looked like a for real store. I was like, wow. So that was that was a set.
It's a set. That was yes, right on the Universal lot.
And how long did that segment take? That piece, was it? I mean, different? Did they? I'm sure they had different angles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we got to play a little bit. Sometimes I'll let you go off the page, which is where you can improv a little. But that was actually a pretty quick shoot. It's rare that you're in and out in under 8 hours, because that's a standard SAG work day. Anything more than that is going to be overtime. But I think I was in and out in like 6 hours for that one.
Wow.
And that's including hair and makeup.
Wow. Well, of course, because I gotta admit, I mean, if I walked in that convenience store, I'd be like, so, you help me out. I'm looking for some time.
I'm sorry, sir. What? Can I help you? I don't know.
No, Cloie, did we feature that piece on our social media?
We are going to feature it on our social media.
I would love for you to put that up on our connected social media, because that was really cool. And I think, especially for our viewers who are excited about these particular fields, as in film or acting or anything. I mean, that's great inspiration, and it allows them to see you do your thing in real time too. So that was great.
Absolutely. So I mean, y'all see my art every week. My art is fabulous.
Right.
but my office is a set or backstage.
Yeah, that's dope though. That's dope. So we're gonna move into our last grind up of our Monday. So Cloie, I'm gonna let you go ahead and close this one out because it's in your field. It's in the field of film. So I'm gonna let you go on and cash this one out, honey.
Shout out to our Film Connection students. I am just with all of these film opportunities. So Grind Up, number 5. It's for videographer. A PE teacher is seeking a videographer for a web series kids fitness video. That's very important.
Work it.
Get it. Stretch. And this is out of San Francisco, California.
The Bay.
I love the Bay
Gotta
Area.
shout out the Bay. Gotta shout out the Bay
that
because I
Bay.
love the Bay. Yeah.
Love the Bay. It says candidate must be highly motivated about helping the youth be educated on fitness. Candidate will be expected to incorporate original ideas to various projects. Organization and time efficiency is a must. Candidate must have a reel prepared before the initial interview.
Wow. And here's what's great. So we've been encouraging our viewers to send in some reels so we can help them, and kind of steer them in the right direction. So we encourage you guys, like, we've had folks submit their music for the opening and closing of our show. So definitely shoot us your reel. Let us help you. Let us help you put that incredible presentation together, because these opportunities are too great for you to like underperform or not quite make the cut. So
seriously, guys, life is not waiting on you. Life is
it ain't. You see us, we move forward every Monday. So you got to get it while the getting's good. And one of the things too, organization, time efficiency, we seem to see those details come up almost with every Grind Op now.
Yeah.
And those are what we call just the fundamentals of the workplace, the work ethic, what's required. And you'll be surprised. I mean, I'm not really surprised anymore because we see it all the time, but folks really have a hard time with being on time or being organized.
And here's the other thing though, is that yes, especially today, I feel like almost every single Grind Op has had that time efficiency component, which says that, to your point, it's not happening.
It's
right?
not happening. Yeah.
So don't let it be you. Don't you be the poop up. Do we know what that bleep? You know what that means.
Cool.
Don't let it be you.
Cool.
Don't be the up.
Yeah, exactly. And what I love about this too, for those creative minds, it allows you to insert your original ideas into various projects. So not only is it opportunity to work with kids in the realm of fitness and everything, but it's also opportunity for you to be creative and offer your own ideas, your personality, your authenticity into the creative part, which is always a great thing, especially for videographers. I mean, that's something that you would want to do.
Because you have to shoot it creatively, right? It's not all just in the editing. It has to be creatively shot in order to make it pop and magical on the editing thing. And if you're talking about a kid's fitness video, it's not like T25. Although I imagine this is a T25, but for kids, right? You have to shoot it in a far more, for lack of a better way, I'm going to say compelling, but that's not the word. You just are going to have to shoot it differently than you would an adult's workout video. You got to make it engaging and entertaining, and you know.
Absolutely. And a key point to this Grind Op is obviously being highly motivated to work with kids, passionate about it, the experience, even knowing how to just, relate to these kids and being able to have that dialogue. And, it sounds like a very fun opportunity, very cool opportunity. And like I said, for me, be of service, and one of the things that obviously stands out to me, because I'm a creator, is being able to pour my own ideas into it, and that's always a fun opportunity. So guys, that again is in the Bay Area, San Francisco. That is our 5th Grind Op of our Monday morning here. And we usually would do Q&A right now, Cloie, but I feel like I'm gonna let them I'm gonna give them a whole week to get their questions together for next week's show, because for us, being able to present a culinary job today is something unique and special. And I'm curious to see if we can get some chefs or any of our viewers who love to cook. Yeah, if they can cook for us, or if they can send us like just some information on themselves, what they love to cook, maybe some pictures of the meals they've put together, and start getting some really cool resumes rolling through here from our aspiring chefs. I think that'd be great.
And if you want to let your resume be edible, we're not going to
by
be
all
mad.
means, freeze, dry, ship it to us.
Bring back some jerky from North Dakota.
Oh, no doubt. What's crazy you said that, Cloie, because my family they go hard for the jerk. They go hard for the jerky. And I think I'm going to do that. You know, that's going to be a great experience too. You know, I've been on a couple of reservations out here in Southern California, but to be in North Dakota, like where the heart of it is, I'm pretty excited about that. And it's cold out there, so I gotta get out the sweaters. I gotta bundle up. Yeah, exactly.
But it's fall. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. So next Monday, I'll have a lot to talk about there in my experience. And Cloie, please make sure you post that piece you got. Because I think that's inspiring for our film lovers and our actors and everybody in that road. So again, folks, you got all week to get your questions together for us. So I'm looking to have like a bunch of questions for me and Cloie next week.
I love it.
And again, shout out to Costa Schools for partnering with us and offering a wonderful program for our aspiring chefs. Couldn't do it without you. We got more incredible jobs coming next week. But in the meantime, you got enough to get prepared for. So get those resumes going, submit them. Also, send us some music. You know, we want to be able to feature some new music for our opening and closing segments. Yes. So make sure you do that. Cloie, let's shout out our...
Wait, before we shout out our team, let's also, if you have not found us, if you have not liked us across social media, A, what are you waiting for?
Right,
and B, now is the time. You can find us on the Instagram, Twitter, Google+, Facebook, where @ connected, super easy. That's IZ connected. That's all I actually had to say about that.
That's it. And also too, guys, for those of you who are on the go, like today or next Monday, we have our podcast, which is on iTunes and Google Play. So make sure you tune in. If you're in the whip, if you're on your phone, whatever you want to get, just get on iTunes and Google Play. You can catch all the audio there. I mean, we're here every Monday, so hey, there's no excuse. You want, it is funny. Cloie, I was just telling a cat who's been hitting me up. Hey man, you know, I want to talk to you. I want to get some information. I'm like, dude, just tune in the show. Tune in the show. Everybody hits me again. Yo, man, I didn't get a chance, but what's the info? Send the info. Hits me up again. Hey man, I say, you know what? I got viewers that show up every Monday because they're hungry. You know, they display what they're passionate about. I said, there's nothing I can do for you, man. Nothing I can do for you.
You just want to ask the questions and not listen to the answers.
Yeah,
you just want to talk, but you don't want to listen.
Yeah, just come on. I feel like I told him, I said, man, we give out enough information and education on the show. All you got to do is tune in. It's not hard. It's not rocket science.
Tune in and get connected.
You know,
connected.
So, you know, I'm really, you know, I'll put that on you guys. I'll put that on our viewers. You know, it's up to you guys. All me, Cloie, can do is share the opportunity, give you the information, give you the education. But ultimately, you got to deliver. You got to show up, and you got to be able to apply it. It's called application, folks. And without getting too preachy, man, I got a long week. Cloie's got a long week. We'll be happy to be here next Monday to chat with you guys. Again, get your questions ready. Don't forget to follow us on Is Connected. That's across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Shout out to our team, Cloie, Brian, Mike, Howie, everybody, Jay, Michael. Thank you guys for making this possible. Yep, all our guests who have been a part of the Connected experience. We look forward to doing this every week. We will be here on Monday, sharp as we are always. Much love to you. I'm your host, DJ Is.
And I'm Cloie Wyatt Taylor.
Peace.